This was the most hostile Christmas game of all time.
Kobe goes all the way to the hoop and runs into guess who? Well, it's the Corvette into the brick wall, but not head on.
Tensions were boiling on the court when Kobe and Shaq stepped up against each other for the first time ever in 2004. And to understand the gravity of the hype around it, we gotta rewind to see exactly how we got there in the first place. Obviously, in the words of O'Neal himself, they were the best 1-2 punch the league has ever seen. In their 8 years together, the Lakers won 3 out of 4 NBA Finals. But after the ugly beating they got from the Pistons, the breakup was inevitable.
You almost get the impression that the two guys just can't stand to be in the same room together.
And while the world was focused on the Kobe vs. Shaq feud, Bryant had built up so much friction with Coach Jackson as well, forcing Phil to say this:
I don't think I can coach Kobe anymore. I can't reach him. And if you want me to continue on with this ball club, then the change has to be made. And if you want Kobe on this ball club, then I have to go.
So Mitch Kupchak, the Lakers GM at the time, made the decision to part ways with the Zen Master. And right after that, he had another elephant in the room. How do you choose between two alpha dogs? Well, Shaq put it simple enough.
I figured they would get rid of me first.
Why you first?
They figured that I was the problem to him, and he's their guy. He's a younger, energetic, more athletic. He's the future, whatever that means.
And there he was, on his way to South Beach in exchange for essentially Lamar Odom, cause Caron Butler was gone after a year and Brian Grant was on his last legs. So after the dust settled, Dr. Buss made Kobe the face of the franchise by signing him to a 7-year, $136 million deal. And fans knew immediately that the old pals will have to meet on Christmas.
I don't think it was anybody surprised that we were going to be playing each other on December 25th.
But during that period, Bryant's sexual assault case was still ongoing, and while he was being questioned by the police, Kobe accidentally added fuel to the fire by throwing a wild accusation at Shaq.
Go back to your court case where it was revealed that you had suggested, and I don't have the quote exactly, that Shaquille O'Neal maybe has paid off women in the past.
The Big Diesel, as we know him, didn't hold back when responding to the matter. He stated that the two of them never really hung out together, and that he's not the one who's buying love, but instead Kobe is. This made their upcoming matchup a must-see TV.
On Christmas?
Print media, they're going to hype it up. NBC's going to hype it up. ESPN's going to hype it up. The China station's going to hype it up. The Yugoslavia station's going to hype it up. Everybody's going to hype it up. And it will be the most televised watched game in the history of all sports.
Shaq knew the hype was real, but for Kobe, the game was more of a chance to apologize to his once brother.
Did you ever apologize for those statements?
You know, December 25th sounds like a good day to me to kind of talk to him and tell him I never meant any kind of way to bring, you know, anything of his personal business out to the light like that.
When the day finally came, December 25th, 2004, the entire sports world tuned in for Shaq's first game back in LA, and the crowd welcomed him with a standing ovation.
Shaquille O'Neal. And even the hottest stars in Hollywood made sure to witness the spectacle from the front row. All the commentators were talking about before tip-off was the way Kobe and Shaq will greet each other on the court.
And 19,000 pairs of eyes just riveted now as the two will come to midcourt. Both teams a little slow in leaving the bench. It's almost like, you know, who's going to be the first in the ring? And we're not going to make any analogies to anything untoward that's going to happen. There's a greeting between O'Neal and Odom first, and here comes Kobe out into the picture. And Shaq with a little elbow, but never looked at him, looked right over the top of Kobe's head. And of course, Shaq has gotten to the point now he doesn't even refer to Kobe by name.
You saw it and heard it firsthand. Now let's get down to the basketball side of things. First play of the game, and Bryant goes right at O'Neal.
And Bryant goes right to the lane and has it taken away. Now a 2-on-1, and Damon Jones lays it into Miami.
The Diesel shuts down Kobe's first attempt, and the Heat take the first lead. But right then and there, the Black Mamba forgot about the emotions, the beef, the apologies, and focused on one thing only.
It's outside, and a little fall away is good. So Shaq was right there, and then Kobe with that fall away. Now Bryant from outside. Three-pointer goes. Kobe has not been shooting well, but Shaq looks straight over the top of his head. Now Bryant again from three. And Kobe Bryant. As I say, he's been very cold this season. And here goes Bryant again from three. Whoa, baby.
Heat check. Kobe turned into killer mode and hit 3 straight bombs from deep, as well as that sweet-looking fadeaway over O'Neal to get him fired up. It's on now. How's Shaq responding to that?
Pitch for three-pointers about 34%. There goes Shaq, and how do you stop him?
Down inside and getting some movement.
Wade feeds O'Neal, and then O'Neal missed, got it back, puts it in.
I want to tell you.
In the best way he knows, by bullying people inside the paint. 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. He was dunking on entire teams back in his heyday. And Bryant was still hot.
Jones on him, gets the screen from Mim and hits again, and that's another three-pointer. And that's the first time in Kobe Bryant's 9-year career he has hit 4 3-point shots in the first quarter.
Did you hear that? First time ever that Kobe hit 4 straight triples. This game meant the world to him at the moment. However, the Heat bounced back and even took the lead because Bryant was playing with a Looney Tunes squad.
Team, and he can spot up.
Bryant, a little wraparound pass, and Mim wasn't expecting it.
Exactly. Chris Mim at center, Chucky Atkins at point guard, and Jermaine Jones at the 3. We're gonna exclude Lamar Odom as the only decent guy besides Kobe. And their best player off the bench was Bryant Cook. Yeah, there shouldn't be a team where Bryant Cook is the 6th man. Regardless, at the start of the second quarter, Shaquille wanted to send a message.
Bryant is in the game for the first time. Kobe goes all the way to the hoop and runs into guess who? And was fouled.
That was an excellent move by Bryant.
Wow, this was the epitome of his famous quote. This is how you make a hard foul. So Kobe went cold in the second, while Shaq displayed his dominance on the offensive end as well.
While Grant has missed 13 10 tonight.
Shaquille with Mim on it. No chance for Mim.
The dribblers cutting off the basket. Oh,
You knew that was coming.
Yes, yes.
LA fans were well accustomed to seeing this, but not with O'Neal in a different uniform. The game was evenly matched in the first half, with the Lakers having a 2-point lead. And both juggernauts continued attacking in the third quarter as well.
This is Damon Jones. Shaq turned around, goes in. Feeding Shaq again. Backing up on Mim. Again the turnaround, and this one goes
the other way, and that forces Shaq into a one-on-one situation, and you know he'll take it there.
Three-pointer, Kobe connects. Eddie Jones guarding Bryant. Damon Jones ready to come over and help, so Kobe launches one.
Kobe was cooking Eddie Jones, Rasul Butler, or whoever was guarding him.
Bryant, good spin move, reverse spin move to the other side. 6 on the shot. Leaves Anderson in the dust.
Now you have to clear out now.
This is poetry in motion by the Black Mamba. With 13 points in the period, he put the Lakers up by 4 heading into the fourth. And there, Shaquille decided to retaliate.
Nice. Anytime.
O'Neal, 3 on the timer. Tied up. Shaq, scoop shot.
O'Neal was torturing Brian Grant and Chris Mim under the rim, connecting on 3 straight buckets early in the fourth. And he was sending opponent shots up into the 5th row.
He has 8. There goes Atkins and Shaq with the block. Good block, clean.
But it was the hometown hero who drew some oohs and ahs when he pulled some moves directly on Shaq.
Wade, 21 to go to Shaq, 22. And Bryant gets fouled by O'Neal, and that's going to be a 5th personal foul.
Bryant put the Lakers up by 5 in the clutch, as they had the slight advantage throughout most of the game. But Miami was just about to turn the heat because
O'Neal works it back out to Damon Jones for a 3-pointer. Big one. Tipped high in the air, then O'Neal gets it. And he gets it out to Damon Jones and makes a nice play to save it from going out of bounds. Laettner follows, but there's no basket. No basket.
Wade. Then you have Shaq at 10. That you have 3 guys here today and there are only 5 guys in the league getting that many attempts.
Damon Jones and Dwayne Wade tied the game for the visitors, and Kobe goes hard at his younger challenger on the other end, wanting to show him who's the boss.
At 89 with 3:15 remaining in the fourth period. All away, but a foul on his way to the basket.
Wow, look at young Flash blocking the vicious dunk attempt. Anyway, Bryant got the foul and knocked down both shots to get his team in front again. But on the other side, Shaq almost tore the rim apart when... Man, people were really bouncing off of him back in the day. And Kobe experienced that one more time as well. But for O'Neal, it was the end of the game. Shaq fouls out of the game, and with his 42nd point of the night, Bryant gets the lead back to 2. However, the Heat have another killer on their roster.
2 minutes to play. Wade drives and gets the basket.
D-Wade gets a head of steam and scores over Odom to put things back to square one. Then the game turned ugly with a lot of errors, fouls, and missed free throws, which eventually got us to the chaos at the end, where the Heat had 2 chances of winning it all.
They have nothing. They have nothing here.
Wade with about 15. Tipped out to Jones. Now they can play for the last shot of regulation.
Now you hold out. Gotta go now. They waited too long. They waited long.
Wade right outside, missing, and we go to overtime. And why not?
Wade misses both shots, so we go to overtime on Christmas, where the battle intensified even more. Let's go!
Makes it in.
Wow, it's this unit. It's tough to score in the half-court game.
Wade, spin move left-handed off the glass. Short clock now with 10 seconds. On the 24, and Odom hits a three-pointer. Man, all the way down the court, hung on the basket.
Wade continued with his great performance, while Kobe went cold in the extra period, so Lamar Odom was the one who did the damage for the purple and gold.
Back outside Atkins, now to Odom, three-point launch.
Lamar Odom went crazy in overtime, scoring all 8 points for the Lakers, but they're still trailing. And listen to this.
Kobe Bryant, meanwhile, in overtime has not scored. He hasn't scored since Shaq fouled out.
This might be coincidental, but also could be sign of the psychotic mind of Kobe to immediately lose interest as soon as Shaq left the game. I was sure that he's gonna chuck this one up, but even after he penetrated inside and had a decent look, he passed the ball to Atkins on the three-point line, which ultimately ended with an offensive foul. So now, with 6 seconds on the shot clock, Miami has a chance to go for the dagger.
You gotta get it up, baby.
Shot clock violation, so the Lakers do let them play it out.
This is a proper Hollywood ending, and Coach Rudy Tomjanovich doesn't need to draw anything. The entire arena knows that Kobe's taking the last shot. This is it, the moment that everyone was waiting for.
And Jermaine Jones to inbound. Bryant gets doubles. Kobe Bryant.
Bryant misses the potential game winner, which was his 6th shot in a row, and the Miami Heat steal the Christmas show. Dwayne Wade was the Grinch with 29 points and 10 assists, while Shaq posted 24 and 11 before fouling out. Their so-called beef peaked right there, and despite the Cold War lasting for the next 4 or 5 years, they finally found time to reconcile during the 2009 All-Star. Kobe and Shaq balled out together and were named co-MVPs, and Bryant even gave the hardware to O'Neal's son. If you enjoyed this throwback of Kobe vs Shaq, you're gonna love this video about the time when Kobe took over the Lakers' reins from Shaq in 2003 and became the alpha dog. Check it out and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.